These street signs will soon reflect the new name of Bishop Grandin Boulevard, Abinojii Mikanah. The change came after years of lobbying by First Nations groups over Bishop Vital Grandin's involvement in Canada's residential schools. But at today's Executive Policy Committee meeting, councillors discussed a motion to rename a section as something else. Transcona councillor Russ Wyatt, who wasn't at the meeting, wants to name this section of the street after a former premier, the Edward Schreyer Parkway South. He says this section was supposed to be part of the Edward Schreyer Parkway, planned to connect Chief Pigwis Trail to Abinojii Mikanah. Wyatt released a statement saying, "This section is about 500 meters and was only built in the last couple of years, running east of Abinojii Mikanah and Lagimodiere. Thus, it was a mistake to name it Bishop Grandin in the first place." The Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs called a news conference to condemn Wyatt's idea. Angela Levasseur, chief for Nisitawayasik First Nation, says Schreyer's government led the development of hydro projects in northern Manitoba
that have led to the destruction and annihilation of many of our First Nations territories in Treaty 5.
Gillignham says Executive Policy Committee rejected the idea out of respect for the work that went into the original decision.
It's important because it looks back, acknowledging the harms of residential schools, but it also looks forward and speaks about our commitment as a community to the path of reconciliation. I don't want to see anything jeopardize that decision that we made.
Wyatt's motion will move on to Council for a final vote next week. A report on the costs of the name change is expected in November. A city spokesperson said the name change is contingent on budget approval, bylaw enactment, and ceremony guided by elders, all of which may take several months. Cameron McLean, CBC News, Winnipeg.